Out. It's got to be in Ireland. It's the biggest place, the biggest cell, and the biggest possible arena for it. And I'm the champ. I'm not going outside of Ireland. He can come to me if he wants to fight me. That's it. Come try and take his belt away.
As I said before, you got to be happy for a guy like Andy Lee. And if you look at it, he only has 2 defeats on his career, and one of them avenged. Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., he went away from the game plan. I believe he was up on the cards or maybe down a point or 2, but he decided for some reason to get caught in the corner and try to exchange with Chavez Jr. Despite what you think of Julio Cesar Chavez Jr., you don't want to be in front of him. Say what you want about what he does in his personal life, you don't want to be in front of him. So, Andy Lee, I believe he's had 6 fights since then. That was in 2012, immediately after they announced Sergio Martinez versus Chavez Jr. Yeah, he's had 6 fights. 4 of those fights, he's had knockouts, and the most notable knockout was, well, you could say Matvey Korobov now, but he knocked the shit out of this dude named John Jackson. I forgot. I believe it was on the undercard of Bradley Pacquiao 2. I don't remember. But anyway, if you don't know, I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. If you don't know, Andy Irish Lee, is the WBO 160-pound champion of the world. He's supposed to be going up against, well, it's rumored that negotiations have started. Well, Frank Warren, the promoter of Billy Joe Saunders, has said negotiations have started. It's in the early stages, and that the fight may take place in March. Now, Irish Andy Lee, the champion, traveler himself, Billy Joe Saunders, traveler, and yes, I know I've been doing a lot of research. So that's a big fight, and it will sell heavily in Ireland. I don't see Billy Joe Saunders being the type of guy that's going to be bullshitting around with negotiations, especially when he can be Andy Lee. But that's the part we need to talk about. Can Billy Joe Saunders become the new WBO 160-pound champion of the world, 20-0, 111 KOs? Here's the thing. Billy Joe tires late. Andy Lee is the type of guy that he slows down, but that crazy right hook of his will put you to sleep. So if you're going into the later rounds lazy and looking like you did against Chris Eubank, I'm thinking to myself, well, he took some crazy shots from Eubank, but going in there against Andy Lee, who's a step up, 2 levels above Eubank, in my opinion, maybe 3, depending on how many levels there are, of course. But Andy Lee can put you to sleep. So it'll be one of them things, well, he can put you to sleep. He can knock you out. And it's also going to be the fact that we can say that it's really honestly going to be the real chin test of Billy Joe Saunders. Because if he takes some shots from Andy Lee and still ends up winning clean shots, then we'll know, oh shit, Billy Joe Saunders is really the truth. So now the fact that he's in the big leagues now, as far as, a world title shot and being up there world class with guys like Gennady Golovkin, who he openly admitted that he don't think he can beat. And see, I'm trying to figure out how to best say that Billy Joe is still somewhat undefined. Beautiful, crafty, slick boxer. But with the stamina and conditioning issues, he can't keep it up consistently for 12 rounds to a point where his punches start to lose steam. So, I just don't know. But can he beat Andy Lee? Yes. Can Andy Lee beat him? Yes. Can Andy Lee knock him out? Billy Joe never been knocked out. He hasn't lost any before, so we don't know. For some reason, I thought that people were saying that, or the vast majority were saying that he was going to be the underdog to Chris Eubank Jr., but I found out that people really were picking Billy Joe. I thought it was me. I guess it was just the young folks seeing all that power in him in the gym, and, shit, man. And his father getting in the ring just looking at him. But I don't know, shout out to Andy Lee because he did deserve it, especially the fact that it just seemed like he had like a real tough time. He used to live with Emmanuel Stewart. And basically, Emmanuel Stewart had his career like on the right track. And, I don't know. I didn't think that he would be able to emotionally bounce back well, but he did. And he hasn't lost since he lost to Chavez, and that was 6 fights ago. I'm T Street Controversy. This is T Street Controversy Live. Billy Joe Saunders, Andy Lee. Oh, wait. Andy Lee's A-side. A-side Andy Lee versus Billy Joe Saunders. March, maybe April 2015. Please subscribe.